So we are going to create a reel using the Edits app, and this is how it looks. So this is Edits by Instagram. It's their very own editing app. It's not as sophisticated as Capcut or anything like that. However, there are some advantages of using this. So let's just start and make a reel. So the first thing you need to do is just make sure you've got, you can see in the square, the 4 square buttons at the bottom, and then click on the plus icon. I'm not going to go through all the other features in here right now because this is just about making a reel. So go and choose anything that you want to add in there. So I'm just going to pick a video for now. So I'm going to choose this one here. And then, so there's a couple of things that we want to be able to do now inside of this video. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add captions. So let me just play this video for starters.
A general micro needling session with...
So as you can see, Gemma there is doing a training. And we want to be able to put captions on this so that anybody who is listening to this or watching this in the feed, a lot of people don't always play the video. So it's always best to put your captions on. So as you can see now, that is generating the captions there. There we go, it's all done. So once you've actually got the captions, what I suggest you do is just go through and have a quick read that they've picked up the way that you say things. So like you can see there, we've got an so you don't really want to have the in there. So you can just click on edit at the bottom there, take out the and click done and just go along. So as you're going along, just have a look. Is it saying what you're saying? It's pretty good usually at picking up the the voice. So so that's the first thing you want to do is add the captions. And again, we can kind of just move these captions down slightly if we wanted to. So then what we might want to do is you might want to cut something out of the video, for example, or it might be that there's a part of the video and you want to add some sort of transition. So let's just say we've got to here and we tap the video itself, we click on split, and that gives us 2 sections. Now you're going to be able to see this little white box in the middle. If we tap on there, this is going to bring up some transitions. So again, we can see what these look like. So if you just press on them, it's going to give you an idea of what actually happens. So you've got the pan. So whichever one that you want, just go through and see which you like. So I'm just going to keep this one. We'll do, let's have a look, zoom and shake. So we'll do that, and then we click on there. And then as you play the video,
the derma pen,
as you can see there, it did the transition. So that's how you add a transition. The next thing we can do is, let's just say Gemma's talking about a particular product or something, and we've got an image of that and we want to add it as an overlay. So all you would do is click the overlay button, go find the image. So this is the product, this is the serum, for example, that Gemma used during this micro needling treatment. So again, we can just kind of size that there, put that sort of, maybe you might want that above. Just be really mindful that you're not kind of going up too far into the yellow space, because when people are viewing this on their screen, it might be that that's cut off slightly. So that's why it's done that. So we'll keep that there. Then what you might want to do is, because that's actually got, I'll bring this down slightly, because that's got a white background behind it. What you can do is, if we tap on that again, let's bring this back up. So if we tap on the product there, if we tap on there, and at the bottom, you'll see something called cut out. So AI will actually cut out the background and just select whatever it is. So whether it was a person or whatever it is, it'll select that, it'll cut out the background. And it's done it already. So if I click done, as you can see now, and if I just drag this back down here, that has now taken away the background. So again, that looks really nice. It looks clean. Again, if we wanted to add another overlay, another product of something that comes up, let's add the actual bottle itself. Again, we'll go on, we'll do the cutout. AI's already done that, and it's taken that away, and we could put that up there as well. And then again, once you've got this, you can actually, as you're playing the video, let me just, I know it's not relevant because she's not talking about this particular video, but I'm just doing this as a demo. Let me press play a second.
pigmentation, it's just...
So say she'd stop talking about a particular product, then you can grab the yellow box and drag it and snap it to where it stops. So then when we move to there, it's gone off. So as you can see, if we look at that now and bring it down, let's go further on the video, and you'll see
acne scarring, we're not doing it for pigmentation. It's just for skin health.
There we go. So you can see that it's popped up and gone off. So that's how you put your captions on. You've added some overlays in there. If you did actually want to put some music on this as well, just be careful if it's a talking video that your music's not kind of overtaken. But let's just say we ended this video and we wanted to just add some images at the end, and let's add a couple of images. So we'll add these 2 images at the end, or actually let's add some after pictures, so after the treatment. So they've been added. Let's just, anything you want to delete, just click, select delete, select it again, delete that. So say here we go, right, okay, well, Gemma's finished talking and now we've got some after pictures. Let me just bring this one down further. And then what we might want to do is, so click on the audio, and then it's selected some music. So again, you can look for saved, anything that you've saved in there, anything that's trending. I'm just going to choose anything just for the sake of this video for now. So I'm just going to choose this. I'm going to add that in there. Okay, so now what that's done is it's actually added it to the entire video. So I don't want it to do that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drag this right to the end. So where we've just added in those pictures, let's drag it and you'll sort of see then where that video stops. Then what I want to do is I want to actually fade it. So I want it to start with a fade in, and then I want it to fade out as well. So we'll kind of put that to, so it fades in, fades out. And then what we could do is as well, if the volume's just a little bit too loud, we can bring that down as well. So now what we've got is, we've got some music. So I'm going to play this so you can see what it actually sounds like. So as you can see there, what happened was it faded in nicely. So it started with the transition of you speaking, then you've got the after picture at the end, and then fading it out at the end, it just gives it that nice, natural, you know, people knowing that the video is about to end because the music's fading as well. So I'm just going to leave it there because I think that's probably enough to help you get started and just start doing the reels. So then what you do is then you click on export. So this is where now it's just going to save the reel, and you've got a couple of options with this video once it's exported. Right, so video is exported, so you can download it to your device, send it to Facebook, you can send it to Instagram. So let me just tap on Instagram now. So as you can see, as soon as I hit Instagram, it doesn't post it to Instagram, it takes you into your Instagram account. So what it's now going to be able to do is, here, as you can see, you can start adding your captions in, and then what I would suggest you do is you can go into edit the cover. So choose a cover that's going to appear then on your Instagram, in your Instagram feed basically. So you can either scroll across and find somewhere that's you know, maybe that one is where you want to start it, so you can add that, or go to your camera roll and choose something else. You can either do that, profile grid, you can sort of zoom that in or move that around so it aligns itself properly. So basically choose what you want, either add something from your camera roll or choose a section within the video itself, and then you can click on done. And then also what you can do is you can save it to drafts. So if, again here, if you save it into your drafts, it means that you can just go and edit it and do whatever you need to do to it later on. So as you can see here, you'll always know if it's been done in edits because it's saying already under there that it's just been edited. So if I was to go back into there now, I can go ahead, I can add in anything that I want to add in there as well. And there you have it. That is basically you. And then once you put your captions in and everything else that you want to add into there, you can share it and that'll go straight into your onto your Instagram. And right now, at the time of doing this video, Instagram is favouring people with the algorithm who edit and post using the edit feature, because they want to get more people using it basically. So it'd be really interesting to look at your stats of a video or a reel that you've posted using edits against maybe other videos that you've done not using edits, just so you can see if it's actually giving you more reach and more views.